President would engage in such a
The
spectacle.
floor of the U.S. Senate, the setting for a remarkable rebuke of a sitting president preparing to mark the anniversary of his first year in office. A member of Donald Trump's own Republican Party calling on fellow senators to fight back against the president's attacks on America's constitutionally protected free press.
We are, rather, in an era in which the authoritarian impulse is reasserting itself.
It was a searing condemnation of the Trump presidency. Repeatedly, Flake challenged the president's statements and claims, accusing him of eroding public trust in American institutions by threatening anyone who challenges him.
Out.
Trump's war with the media has been intensifying since taking office. Multiple reporters and news outlets have been targets of Trump on Twitter, accused of disseminating what the president calls fake news. Another Republican, Senator John McCain, is echoing Flake's sentiments. In an editorial published on Wednesday, McCain writes, "Reporters around the world face intimidation, threats of violence, harassment, persecution, and sometimes even death, as governments resort to brutal censorship to silence the truth." The White House is defending the president's conduct.
Is that we welcome access to the media every day. I'm standing right here taking questions. The president does so regularly.
The Committee to Protect Journalists reports that in 2017, 262 reporters were jailed for their work. Of those, 21 were imprisoned on charges of fake news, a phrase coined by Donald Trump. Trump's anti-media rhetoric has been copied by other world leaders, including President Rodrigo Duterte. He recently branded a Philippine news website as fake news after it was critical of his government. Senator Flake calls Trump's actions despotic, like that of Joseph Stalin, who also characterized journalists as an enemy of the people.
That even Nikita Khrushchev forbade its use, telling the Soviet Communist Party that the phrase had been introduced by Stalin for the purpose of, quote, annihilating such individuals, unquote.
In spite of the condemnation, Trump's contempt for journalists and his dismissal of unfavorable news coverage appears unlikely to subside. Kimberly Halkett, Al Jazeera, Washington.